Hello and welcome to episode 46 of Legacy Gaming with Atari Man 71. I'm currently playing through my collection of Atari 2600 cartridges. I have over 450 games, approximately 400 of which are unique, and I will only play really the unique games here. I may touch on some of the repeat games, I did with the 32-in-1 cartridge that I played from Atari, but in general, if it's a relabel or just a direct copy of the game, I'm not going to play it. I call these games legacy gaming because this is basically the consoles that really kind of were the seeds for the video gaming industry and kind of have bloomed into what the video game industry is today. These are the ones that took the video games from the arcade and brought them into your home, and so these are the grandfathers of the video game industry. And if you like videos like this, if you like retro gaming, and if you like these old time games and seeing these videos and seeing these streams, please follow me on Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube. You can leave me a comment in chat and Twitch, a comment in YouTube, and I'm on Twitter all the time, probably too much. I provide additional information there, as far as my collection and some of the things I'm trying to do. So if there's something you'd like to see, please hit me up in any of them, and I will try to accommodate as best I can. So with that, today I'm gonna play 3 additional Activision games. I have Kaboom, Stampede, and Ice Hockey, and I'll call up my information for Kaboom, the first game. So Kaboom is cartridge AG-010. It was released in 1981, and it uses the paddle controllers. Not my favorite. Growing up, my best friend had this game, and we played it a few times, but I was not a big fan. I really wasn't a big fan of paddle games in the past. I still kind of struggle with them. My limited mobility makes it difficult to dial it into a specific spot, but I even had problems with like Breakout and things like that as a kid. But it is, I know it has a large following, and it is a pretty fun game to play. I struggled, like I said, and I basically shied away from any paddle games playing them as a kid. I played it in practice, and I wasn't able to get through stage 3. It's just something about it. They come fast, and I have vision problems and stuff like that, and so I don't always necessarily see all of them. So I'm playing it on a really small window on my giant computer screen. But even when I played it full screen, I always struggle with it. I always struggle with the game. So basically, in this game, there's a character known as the Mad Bomber. He's at the top of the screen, and he moves back and forth, dropping bombs. And as the game progresses, he gets faster and drops them at even a more random rate. Although I think it's predictable. I think they're not that random. But each level is more difficult than the previous. And if you miss a bomb and it hits the ground, all the bombs on the screen explode, and then you go down a level where you have to recover half as many bombs as you did to clear that level. So level 1 is 10 bombs, and if at level 2 1 drops on the ground, you go back to level 1 and you only have to do 5 bombs, and then you progress to level 2, which is 10 again. If you're doing level 10, you clear it, you go to level 3, which is what I do. Level 2 is 20 bombs. Level 3, I think, is 30 bombs. And if one hits the ground, you go back to level 2, and you have to do 10 bombs. And so, it's basically, it's an interesting game. It's pretty fun. And I guess if you... the points at each level are awarded differently. So the first level, there, I think 10 points. The second level, or no, maybe 5 points. Maybe it's 5. It keeps increasing, like the point level increases. We'll look at that in the instructions. And so every time you miss a bomb, you start out with 3 buckets to catch these bombs. And every time you lose a bomb, you lose a bucket. And when you're out of buckets, the game is over. You can get an extra bucket at 1,000 points. I've gotten nowhere near 1,000 points ever. I'm sure there are people that are very good at this game and have very good hand-eye coordination. But I'm not at that level yet. And maybe if I played this quite a bit, I'm going through a lot of games. We're over, what is this episode? This episode's 12, so 15. 136. We're gonna be through 136 games in roughly 46 days. Maybe a little more, because I did take some time off. But I'm playing a lot of different games, and so I really am not able to hone my skills and get really good at it. I'll do that after I get through all my collection, which I don't think is going to be anytime soon. So VGR ratings for this game, the graphics are rated 3, which is reasonable, and the playability is 5 for irresistible. And I will say this 5 rating, excuse me, you may recall Freeway had an irresistible rating, and I struggled with that. But this one, Freeway, when I played the harder levels, it really was actually pretty fun. This one being irresistible, it is very challenging, and to try to catch all these things is just crazy. And I found myself constantly hitting game reset to get a fresh try and push myself a little further. That level 3 is actually pretty frustrating for me, and I struggle with it quite a bit. Okay, so here we see it's green, so you see that's green. Anytime it's green, it gets see-through. I have a green screen behind me so that you don't get distracted by the mess behind me that is my bedroom, because I have this set up in my bedroom. I have a house, but it's very small, and I have 2 brothers that live with me, so it's very crowded, and there's not extra space to do stuff like this. But anyway, here's Kaboom. I will put that in my Atari, and you see I'm using Light 6er again. Turn on the capture card. Hopefully my audio is not a problem. And turn on the console. Okay. So I don't know if you hear that hum, but if I push my controller, if I wind the controller all the way to one side, it causes that hum, so I know I have the right controller in hand. So I'm just going to reset, because there's only 2 games here. There's game 1 and game 2. 2 is 2-player, 1 is 1-player. So I'm just going to reset. And I apologize that the green screen is kind of blocking part of the game screen. So I'm going to set this up. See, that's the other thing. At the end of the paddle travel, there's actually extra movement. So that is part of the problem, I think, with this game, is you can go too far, and then you have to turn the paddle significantly till it comes back to 0. So to start the game, you just push the button and they start falling. Easy. Easy. Round 1 easy. I'll admit though, the first time I played it I was like, what am I doing? But they come pretty slow as compared to level 3. Level 2 is actually pretty easy. I use some of the lower buckets here because I always overcompensate. But that's what's nice, is when you have the extra buckets. When you start losing the buckets, it's the difficulty increases. So I'm going to lose one here. I've never cleared round 3, so it's 30 buckets. We'll see how far I go. I usually go around 5 or 6 in. Just missed it. Just missed it. So now I'm going back down to level 2, and there's only 10 buckets this time. And you see there's some glitching a little bit in it. You don't have to get the bucket in the top, or the bomb in the top of the bucket, but if you get close and hit it, it counts as a catch. So now we're going to try level 3 again. I've had a lot of experience here. I go too far, and now we're going to go back to level 2. Maybe I'll finish, maybe I won't. Oh, I went too early. I went too early. Ugh. So that's the game. I'm going to reset it. I'm going to play this a few times because this game is actually pretty fun. And now you'll see how slow these first bombs come at you. I mean, that is incredibly slow compared to level 3. I mean, the jump from this to 3 is significant. You see there, it's even I missed some and I was able to compensate and pick them up. I mean, level 2 is difficult, but it's not impossible. And I suppose these higher levels, you know, people are able to play this game and get high scores. So I know someone that's gotten the 3,000 points. So to get the patch, so it's not unheard of. Just missed it. Just missed it. And you see there, one of the bombs was actually under that bucket, that second bucket, and it still countered it for me when I hit it. So let's try level 3 again. Just terrible. I missed it. Yeah. That's all right. I'll go again. Terrible. Terrible. It's always like around 5 or 6 that I think because it's spread out and I just panic trying to move my paddle. I missed that. That was terrible. Getting worse as I play. All right. I can get in the low hundreds, but I've never broken 200, and I think you have to get through level 3 to break 200. Dang it. I feel like I'm right there with level 3. I just can't do it. I think I wait around too long to catch the bomb. Not like I would have made it that far in level 3 anyway. No! I accidentally pushed the button. I was so frustrated from I almost finished level 3 that time. Man, I got cocky. Alright, so I'm going to switch it to difficulty A. And I'll try the game again. And these are regular half bucket, or regular, because they're double bucket when it's in B. Level 1 is still pretty easy because they come pretty slow. But I'll try this and see how I do on level 2. About the same. I can't help but think, though, that this will actually make me a little better at playing. Think again. Now I go back to level 1. Yeah. I'll try that again. Try a couple more of this, and then I'll switch to the next game. It stinks that they don't have it like a practice mode where you can actually dial in how fast he goes and just have him go forever. Okay. Only got 2. It is definitely harder, so I'll play one last time. See how I do. Oof. I knew I missed that one. That's a lot of bombs going off when it misses. Alright. See if we can do this. See how he smiles when a bomb hits? Anyway. So that's Kaboom. I'll take that out. It's actually a pretty fun game. Like I said, if I had more time to spend practicing it, I think I would get better. So the next game, the next 2 games actually take the joystick, so I'm going to disconnect the paddles now. Plug in my Wicco Command controller. The joys of Atari. Controllers and wires getting tangled. You know, the paddles are the worst because they had that double orientation. So they always would get tangled, no matter what. It's like it was destined. So the next game I have to play is Stampede. So I will put that in the console and turn it on. You can see this excellent Stampede. I will call up my information on that now. Give me a moment. So Stampede is cartridge AG011. It was released in 1981, and this uses the joystick, and like I said, I connected my Wiko Command controller. And this game is not going to win any fan awards. I don't think it has a very big following. I never played it as a kid, and I only played it in practice for the stream. And although I have several copies due to some massive purchases that I did, I believe it had a good following in the 80s due to the number of copies that I found available. The objective of Stampede is to round up all the cattle without letting any pass by. This is actually kind of difficult. The player must lasso each one in order to capture it. You're only allowed to let 2 cattle pass. If the third one slips by, the game is over. All of the cattle run in the same direction as the player, but slower. And they're at different rates. So some of them are very slow, some of them are slightly slower. There are also ones, there's a black Angus calf. It's just a black calf that just sits there. And you basically have to prioritize catching that one because it comes and goes real quick. You can earn extra passes, but I'm not good enough to do that. So if you're interested in it, please look it up online. The game is essentially resets at 5,000 points and ends, so it goes back to the beginning at 5,000 points, and then after 5 playthroughs, the game ends. So it's, you know, it's not a great fun game, although they have different ratings here than I would give it. I give it a dry, brief enjoyment, but VGR ratings for this game, the graphics are rated 3, which is decent, and the playability is 4 for fun. I don't necessarily agree with the 4 for fun because it's really not that good a game. It really is. It really struggles. All right. So here's the different levels. I'm going to play with level 1 for now because I'm terrible at this game. You'll see that. My vision being bad doesn't help, but we'll see how I do. Oh yeah, that's the other thing. You can bump them. That guy's going to get away. That guy's going to... Nope. Oops. Now these 2 yellow ones. Oh, another black one got away. Oh, that's 3. So, 139 points. I'll start it over again. Now, like I said, this game is not very exciting. I didn't even get to a black Angus. Oh, there was a black Angus. Got it by. I can't get the... Oh, we got him. Oh, it's just so much to keep them all in front of you. That's the other thing. When you're throwing your lasso, your horse can't move. I got stuck with that black cow. Oh, one got by. Oh, I got lucky. Man, I'm getting the hang of this game. What happened? Did cows get by? I don't know. I didn't see them. That's why I said my vision's not that good, so. It's getting in a little bit of a zone there. Uh, uh, that's it. I mean, I'm not the best. I will see how that higher level. I'm going to play one more round. They say this is easier because your rope is longer, but because you can't move when you're roping, it's actually... Another black cow. The black cows, I mean, they just whoop, right past you. So I'm going to go to the highest level. This game is probably going to be over after 4 cows. Holy cow! Holy cow! Jeez. That is insane. I can't believe anyone plays this at that level. So that's Stampede. It's actually, okay, so it said fun. I could see at those higher levels that actually could be pretty fun. You know, I always play these at the lowest level because I'm so rusty. But, you know, these higher levels, they are challenging. That's the one thing Activision was not short on, was challenge. So the last game I have for today is ice hockey. So I will put that in. Hopefully it will work. Yeah, okay. This game I had to clean quite a bit over the weekend to get it to start up again. Sorry, I don't know what I'm looking for. So I will go to my information on this game. And so ice hockey is cartridge AX012. It was released in 1981. Uses a joystick controller. And this is another game that I didn't really play as a kid. No one I knew had it, and the only person I knew that was into hockey was my older brother, and he wasn't into Atari as much as I was, so we did never get this game. This is basically set up as a 2-on-2 hockey. One player on each team is the goalie, and the other one plays offense and defense, although the goalie is not confined to the net. So you can actually pull your goalie out, and I've actually scored a goal with my goalie. Hold on, let's see, I lost track. As in the real sport, the object of the game is to take control of the puck and shoot it into the opposing goal to score points. When the puck is in the player's control, it moves left and right along the blade of the hockey stick. The puck can be shot at 32 angles. I don't know how you pick them, but it's dependent on the position of the puck when it's shot. Human players take control of the skater in control or the closest to the puck. So as the puck moves down the ice, your player switches. You don't manually do it. The Atari automatically switches it for you. And I will say this is a good attempt at a hockey type game, but the 2600 is simply not advanced enough to have a complete setup. You know, even 4-on-4 or 5-on-5, you know, it's just not capable of handling something like that. I mean, you saw what it did with like football and baseball. Everything moves in unison, and you don't really have control over individual players. And I guess they could have done that here and made it more like foosball or something like that, but they chose to do just a 2-on-2 game. So VGR ratings for this game, the graphics is rated 3 for decent, and the playability is 3, which is worth playing. So it's not going to be the greatest game on the planet because I'm not that great at it. I could actually expand that a little bit. Hold on a second. I'm going to unlock it. And make it larger. That's probably too big. Because the score would be off the screen. Bring this in just a hair. Right there. Okay. That's probably about as big as I can make it. So, I will just reset this game. You see, he scores real easy. So now I got nobody in goal. I got lucky. Scored a goal. See, you can only take your goalie to halfway. Oh, he's going to score! Because I was out of the goal. Ugh. Oh, no! See, it immediately... Oh, he stole it from me. See, and that's the thing. It says to pass, but when you try to pass, he steals it. Oh, I missed it. Oh, and he tripped me. He did trip me. Because I think... Oh. You can slash people in this game. Hey, what about that move? See there, he knocked me over. Ugh, and then he stole the puck. That's what you get. See, but my guy on the bottom of the ice now. Ugh. Oh, no. Yeah, but I passed it to his goalie. Ah. Ah. I was just trying to steal it, and I... And he's just playing with me now, just skating in front of my ice. Or in front of my goal. Doubled up the score. I can do that move. Ugh. That's the end of the game. So, I'm going to play, what was it, game 8? We're on game 4, I guess. No, game 2. 3. Game 3. So this is the fast speed game. Holy cow. Ugh. See, it's hard to tell when you got the puck. I do better in the high speed, I guess. Oh, I thought I had it. Yeah, he knocked my goalie on the ice. Oh, crap. What the hell kind of pass is that? It's more like a... Oh, come on. Oh! Oh! This thing is just bouncing everywhere. See, and he knocked me over. What kind of crap is that? This is ridiculous. And it's giving him the puck every time. Now look how deep his guy goes. Oh, come on! Empty net. What crap. Oh, come on. Talk about penalties. Starting to get the hang of it a little bit, I think. Victorious at the fast. I think I like it better at the fast speed. So anyway, that's Activision Ice Hockey. That's actually a pretty fun game. You know, I've not really played it that much, but at the fast pace, you know, I was on the B difficulty and he was on the A, so I don't know if that slowed him down at all. But you know, I know it improved my abilities in the game. So, you know, I think it's easier at the fast paced because it's more in line with the speed of games we're used to playing now than what we had back then. So anyway, that's going to be it for today. I'm going to be back tomorrow with 3 more games, and then it's the holiday weekend, so I might try to do something special over the holiday weekend. As always, be healthy, stay safe, wash your hands, and social distance. I appreciate you watching my stream and watching my videos, and please like, follow, and subscribe me on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, leave comments, interact with me. This is basically my way of documenting my collection. I have this huge collection and I don't really do much with it, and this is kind of a way to, show off a little bit, but really just to put it out there to see, show other people what the games are like. If they don't have them, if they're curious. I know there's tons of other videos out there, but I'm trying to document. I have a, pretty massive collection, so, you could actually jump through my videos because I put chapters in them and just see the cartridges that you're interested in. So anyway, again, thank you for watching and have a nice evening.